podcast yet? Yeah, we are.
Yeah,
That's how
and
we
welcome back
started
to
it.
Broke Till Friday, episode 49.
I was gonna say 40.
40. Classic Edward, always titling the episode something completely different. Now we have episode 49, Edward's crystal clear camera. And for this episode, we're gonna unveil Edward's asshole. Go ahead and flash into the camera with the fisheye lens so we can get a good
It's time for the OnlyFans.
Yo,
48. This is 49. Dude, we literally started 1 year ago. Literally started 1 year ago tomorrow.
boom.
Tomorrow is
Happy
the
birthday,
1 year
guys.
anniversary. Happy birthday,
Yeah,
Broke
boy.
Till Friday. It's
Half
1
of
year
this
old.
podcast has been during Corona. Not gonna.
Dude,
Yeah.
legit. Because we started September 2nd. That was the first time we recorded, September 2nd. Because we uploaded it like September 8th or something, like a week later, basically. So tomorrow, September 2nd, is the 1 year anniversary. So that means in only 17 more years, we can legally have sex with this podcast.
Hold on. What
Hear
the
that,
fuck?
Hector?
Just waiting.
Woo! Let's
I
wait.
think that's called grooming.
I
I'd rather not.
I scratched the one in my wall. Yes.
Oh my
Scratch
god.
the number 1 into your wall. How many years have we been here? All right. So,
Dude.
yeah.
When
we're
you
back.
did that, I got that the noise, like the nail on the chalkboard noise in my head. Just not gonna lie, that hurt my head.
Ooh, that's not good. So we have a lot of news to cover today. The NVIDIA, they just released the brand new graphics cards. They just released the dates that are going to be released. They were unveiled. So basically, the 3000 series, which is the next generation, the RTX 3060, 3070, 3080, and 3090, 4 hours ago, they were released. And they're going to be available for people to buy September something. I don't remember. September
24 it looks like. And 20. I
Yep.
mean, and 17 and one in October.
Yeah.
Jesus, 1500 for the best one.
I know, dude, because the thing is,
I might as well just buy another computer.
legit. But the thing is that 3090, it's literally twice as powerful as the high-end 2080 Super from last year. So that's why you're paying basically for an entire computer. But
Augmented
the
reality.
cool thing is that the 3070, the RTX 3070, that one is only going to be $499, which is the price of the current 2070 Super. But the 3070 can outperform the 2080 Ti, which is the current flagship. And if you try and buy a 2080 Ti right now, it's going to cost $1,199. So for less than half the price, you're going to get more performance available in October.
Should just wait.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
That's like, I'm glad I waited because I have a 1070, which is like from 4 years ago, but I'm like, it's fine. I've been using it perfectly fine. Just lags a couple times here and then. But now I know for sure. Available in October, the 3070, and it's literally going to be better than the best graphics card available right now for gaming. So it's like, I'm going to pay $499 for it. That's crazy. I mean, if it's not immediately out of stock. But yeah,
Watch it come out the same date as the PS5, and then it doesn't sell at all.
Honestly,
No, there's always that PC master race. Like,
Yeah, but that's only for like streaming. Everyone else.
I
don't
mean, yeah,
know.
but everyone and their mother is a streamer nowadays. Like,
I'm
even
gonna buy the 3090 and then buy a new PC in spite of Luis and Alan. So then I'm just gonna tell them I'll use it for homework.
dude,
That's-
honestly, Hector's going to be like, so I just finished building my PC. I have RTX 3090, and I've got 32 gigabytes of RAM with an amazing CPU. It cost about $4,000. Oh, so what do you do on it? Oh, I play Minesweeper and stuff. So I play Minesweeper in 3D.
See,
Honestly, dude.
legit, dude. Those
Updated
are annoying me about putting Warzone on PC. I'm like, I don't want to, because as you could tell from my screen, my TV's over there, and then my PC's over here.
Just get an
So that means I have
HDMI
to
cable.
clear out.
Yeah.
I know.
A long
But then
one.
I need, yeah, a very long one.
Not
Yeah,
that long.
that's what I did. That's what I did for my projector. I have my projector over there, so I could lay down in bed and just have the whenever I
But
want
then
to.
I have to then I also have to buy a Bluetooth keyboard and mouse. Well, I already have a Bluetooth mouse.
Well, you could just plug in your controller to play Warzone. I mean, you don't have to be.
Then I need to
Keyboard
get a
and mouse.
huge ass USB.
It's okay.
Yeah, USB port.
When you get the 3090 computer, we'll just go over and we'll all rearrange your entire room. We'll fix it for you.
Yeah,
don't
we'll
worry.
help you.
I'll smash something. Don't worry
Exactly. We'll come over and be like,
it's fine.
"What's this glass piece
Smash
doing
my
here?"
old PC. You didn't need that, right?
It's fine. You see this wall here? We're gonna need to take this down.
Exactly.
I told Louis and Alan about like how Andres recommended the cheapest monitors for me. So I can't
Jesus.
really.
Not
Do you know
the
who he is?
cheapest
He is
ones.
Hector Corrales, man.
Okay.
He
okay,
deserves
I'm
the
sorry,
best.
I'm sorry.
Monitor that costs over $8,000, like a square
Pixel.
inch.
I was like, why in my game settings says I can't put higher settings? Oh, my monitors don't support it. What the hell?
Well, because you're
Yeah.
only playing in 1080p, you're not playing in like 1440p or anything like that. But if you want to look at the best gaming monitor of all of this year, at least of this year, let's double check. Perfect. The Razer Raptor 27. So
It just
it's-
costs like a regular normal TV. Yeah.
So it's got 1440p. It's a smart 27-inch monitor. Let's see how much it costs. We're gonna go ahead and add this to your build. It's not appearing.
Andres knows my credit card number already, so I can't
Honestly.
stop him.
Okay, perfect. It's only actually, we just got a better one. An Alienware 34-inch curved monitor. It's only $1,029. So we'll go ahead and add that onto your Amazon cart. I'll put your credit card information and just confirming you're still on Bear Avenue. Okay, perfect. It's go ahead and been ordered. And thank you again for calling Bank of America. Sorry. Force a habit. Happens all the time.
Force a habit. It's fine.
Let me confirm with your address. But
Well, in other news, BNGO fell by 10% 2 days in a row.
do that shit
What's that?
tanked.
Yeah, on
one-
that stock market.
Yeah. Stock markets. I mean,
What's
uh,
BNGO?
some penny stock that I was invested in.
Yeah.
But it fell? Damn.
Yeah, good times.
Yeah.
I mean, I bought in at 51 cents, so I'm fine. But
Mm.
yeah,
Yeah.
we're waiting again for $1, so we'll see.
Yeah. You just gotta hold out.
Honestly,
Should've
should've
sold it at $1,
what's that
dude.
saying? What's
I didn't
that?
get it.
What's that one saying? Holdo.
hodl, HODL, hodl. You got to hodl.
Hodl. Got a fucking
Mm.
hodl.
Yeah.
I'm getting
What
on that train later on.
was all that stuff about like Tesla stock splitting and what was it?
I was just about to transition to that. So
Yeah,
Apple
do that.
stock did a 4-for-1 split. So, if you have 4 shares, if you have 1 share, you would now have 4 shares of Apple. So the price got cut by 1/4, but that doesn't affect it doesn't affect your total price. Because let's say, for example, one price used to be $500 divided by 4. Each stock is now worth $125. So you don't lose any value. It just makes it more accessible for people who don't have who wouldn't have as much to enter beginning, because for just one stock it used to be $500. Now each stock it went up after that because, like I said, it's more accessible to more people. Apple stock is now worth $134 with 41 cents.
Each
So-
stock?
Oh, okay.
That's pretty
Yeah.
cheap.
Yeah, exactly.
Holy
So
shit.
if you want to go ahead and invest, you'd be able to. So you'd actually be able to get, I mean, if you put in $1,000 yesterday and you put in $1,000 today, it would have been worth basically the same amount, because
Do you
the
get a
stock is
fraction of a stock or a full stock?
one full stock is currently worth $134.41.
Okay.
So that's why I had 4
But-
stocks or something like that.
Okay.
before.
So the amount of
Sorry.
stocks that you had basically quadrupled or what
Exactly.
happened?
4 for
Yeah.
ones.
Okay.
Yeah, 4
Wow.
for
In
ones
order to
split.
maintain the value of the stocks you purchased. That way they don't fuck anyone over.
So
And-
But
I
if
had to.
anything, it's positive, right? Because then if
Yeah.
those stocks increase, well, they'll still increase. Never mind, they'll still
Yeah.
be the same.
Yeah.
If it still
The
increases,
same,
you
man.
can sell stocks and then still kind of you won't retain the same amount of value, but it gives you a chance to make more money.
Because it'll
Because
be
you can sell less stocks, and then if it increases in price, you're able to just
that means there's more stocks available for people to buy, but also they're more affordable. So I had 3 stocks. I now have 12 stocks of Apple but they're still worth the same. The costs, the total value did not go down, but the cost of each individual stock
Right.
went
I
down.
think it's good to buy it now before they release the new phone, the 12.
Because
Yeah, and then that's gonna get it back up.
Yeah, Apple and any kind of big tech company like Apple, Amazon, Microsoft, those are all good companies because you know they're going to be reliable. They're going to always give you dividends. They're always going to go up pretty much, right? Some that aren't as reliable, let's say, would be like, well, obviously
Walmart.
penny stocks. Well, Walmart, Walmart was kind of I sold everything there because I was like, I'm not really. It was kind of going like that because it got beat out by Target in its earnings, so that way the stock didn't go up as much as people wanted it to, so they started selling, so the stock ended up going down, and I was like, okay, I still made a profit on it, so I'm just gonna sell it. I don't really care, and I just put everything into Apple, so that way I know, even though Apple hasn't even announced the next iPhone and they haven't done anything, I know for a fact they're going to announce a new one every year like they do. Even if they don't do it this year, if they release it in January, it's not going to matter. I know for a fact they're going to release something new. It's going to come out. People are going to buy it. As much as you want to hate on like, oh, Apple, like the thing's not even that good. It's overpriced. Doesn't matter. Their stock is still going to make money at the end of the day.
It's just a brand.
Exactly.
People just buy into the brand.
It's the brand. Like whatever you want to say about it, people are still gonna buy into that shit.
Yeah.
Are you guys already did an episode about how to start stock, how to get into stocks? No.
Yeah, it was called Stock
Kinda.
Till Friday. Stock Market Till Friday. Sort of, yeah. We were talking about options and stuff like
We
that.
talk about it like once a month, I guess.
It's like I would say it's like the dumb person's guide to starting.
Because I want to start like, right now.
Right now.
Right.
Everyone sign up on Robinhood right now. Use my code. You get a free stock, and then give out your social security number to me, and then I'll go ahead and run all the credit cards in your name, and that's it. Yeah, that's how it goes.
Well, the win.
That's how it goes.
Exactly.
You get a $5 stock and I get all your shit.
Exactly.
There's a donation of $5 and any money made on that.
I'll have you know
directly
that my General Electric stock is now worth $6.23. When they first gave it to me, you know how much it was worth?
$5.30.
$8.
Oh, okay, really?
That's the free stock they gave me has just gone down over time. It's funny.
Damn.
I know.
It's fine. That
I mean,
doesn't
it's-
matter.
Hey, and just
Yeah.
put the link. Put the
Oh
Robinson
well,
link.
it's because they were doing such a shitty job. No,
I mean,
General
it's
Electric-
GE. Yeah, it's GE. It's
Yeah.
not gonna.
Yeah, they were doing a shitty ass fucking job with their.
It's just been going down year after year ever since like 2016.
That's pretty cheap.
So
Probably
I mean,
good.
it's
What
not
happened in
a-
2016?
I don't know,
Trump.
but GE.
Trump, maybe?
Yeah, honestly,
Maybe.
no. But General Electric's not been that good for the past few years. But I mean, obviously, that's why you want to invest in technology, either technology that you know is going to make money, like Apple, Microsoft, even Facebook. Even with people saying, "Oh, all the Facebook ads, everyone's going to boycott it," it's still making money. I have no idea.
Yeah,
how.
because it's not just the social media site now. It's also like they build towers and they own property. You know what I mean?
it's a
No,
whole
but-
thing.
But also, it's not just that. It's also like 17 different social media companies. Like, let's say Facebook is doing that, and they're boycotting Facebook. Instagram is still going strong.
Instagram,
It's
WhatsApp,
still
there's a
going
bunch of
And
Yeah,
they're all
Cash
owned
App,
by
I think.
Facebook. Yeah.
yeah.
So it
Cash
doesn't
App
make
is still
sense.
going strong. Yeah. So, Messenger is still going strong. Like, we use Messenger. Everyone uses Messenger. Everyone either uses the two forms of Facebook chat, which is Messenger or the other one that you just mentioned.
Instagram?
Literally just mentioned it. No, the other
Cash App?
Messenger app.
WhatsApp.
No, the Messenger app. WhatsApp.
Yeah.
Walter literally just mentioned it and I fucking forgot.
That means you got to get some more sleep.
hmm
Alright, let
Oh
me read.
yeah, dude, I had to take my dad to like the bus station because he's gonna go to Mexico
Ooh.
hmm
today, and that like yesterday I got home at like 10, which means that if I went to sleep, I was not gonna wake up in time to take him to the bus station. So I just had to power through the entire night, and I took him at 4. I got back, I got like 2 hours of sleep because I had to wake up and make deliveries for the printing business. And so I did all those deliveries. That took like about 3 hours, maybe 4. And I got back here at like 12. And then I fell asleep. And then I woke up literally like when y'all were like calling me and were like, oh, message and shit. So I have like literally like three and then two blocks of sleep, 1 3 hour, 1 2 hour. So 5 hours of sleep total. And right after this, I have class, and I might have another class, and then I have more work to do. So
I have class in 10 minutes.
Jesus,
Yeah,
Hector.
probably.
All right,
That's what I do, man.
You're just gonna stay on the
Every
podcast. Doesn't matter.
Maybe depends because that's the class I don't understand. That's what I was talking about. He's making us do actual like income statements,
What?
and that's big brain time, you know.
For business?
Yeah,
4970?
yeah.
Really?
I had to play a fucking game.
Bus- Oh, I'm thinking of 4150. Yeah, 4970 was a fucking bitch, dude. You're literally gonna. Yeah, that class fucked me last.
What, Andres? Don't
semester.
stop there. I'm hurting.
So
70.
you're gonna have to do this whole bullshit game. It's called the business policy game, and it's the dumbest shit ever. Cause you know what I learned from that game?
Nothing.
Absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing useful at all.
Just how to
It's
work
just
with others.
it's not
But
even
what do they
like
tell you?
so the business policy game, it's basically this shitty simulation that you have to pay money to get access to in order you have to buy like the license and shit. Let me see if I still have the license available. That would be hilarious.
Yeah, because I haven't done that yet. But that first assignment's due until
What is
16th.
that class?
It
41.
is strategic management course or strategic management.
Oh, strategic management.
Oh wow, yeah,
Yeah.
I still have access to the game, but obviously it's like completely different. So they basically tell you this. You're a company and you're gonna have to do like this. You're gonna have to decide for the company what you're gonna do. You're gonna decide how much you're gonna put into advertising, if you're gonna hire any salespeople, if you're gonna raise their commission, and how much their salary is. If you're gonna take any loans, you're gonna have to find out the production schedule, capacity adjustment, all of this bullshit that in the end culminates to absolutely nothing. They're basically just going to give you reports saying, okay, here's a graph on how you did on sales. So yeah, one team got really high sales. Everyone, and
Yeah, and you're
basically
graded on that too.
exactly, and you're graded on it. And I learned nothing at all from the game. Nothing at all. You have to run this thing called a regression model. You have to, which I didn't even fucking learn how to do. One of my other teammates learned how to do it because she was the only one who could figure it out. Because everyone in the whole class was like, what the fuck is happening?
Because you had to read a manual that's 150 pages, but it's just a manual.
every time. And no, they're like, that's the small version of the manual. Like there's no quick version of it, And then I literally learned nothing from it at all because I can't even explain to you what the point of the game was. It's supposedly to say, okay, you'll learn how to like realistically do stuff, but it's like none of this is realistic at all because it's a simulation. You're not actually interacting with other people. It's just your team. You're making decisions.
Right. Well, it's probably more of like to test you, right? Not to actually teach you something.
No, I'm supposed to teach you.
But yeah,
the whole point of it. The whole point of test if you can't
Like
learn
we're
from
not
it.
at a point where like a simulation can actually do anything credible for like experience when you're talking about like human resources.
No,
We're
not
just
even
not
that.
at a point where that can help.
It's for like business management, right? But
Yeah.
the game doesn't teach you anything. You're supposed to learn how to play the game by yourself with the manual or with a teacher telling you stuff. And you know what else we did in the class? We just did case studies in the class. So the tests and stuff were not based at all on the game. It was basically two classes. One part of the class was them talking to us about the game and the business policy game, and it's really important you have to learn how to run stuff. And the other part of the game was learning case studies on like Tesla, Mattel, other places like that, like regular normal case studies where you would say, okay, what are the threats to this company? What are their opportunities and stuff like that? And in that part, I'm going to say I definitely did learn stuff because, just doing case study analysis, we've been doing it over and over again. So it wasn't really anything like new, but it wasn't anything tedious like this game. Because I swear, this game did not teach me anything at all. Because it's just an interface with numbers. That's all it is. The Sims would be a better learning game than this thing, honestly. Because you know how other simulations are actually, okay, you might interact with a hypothetical person and they'll tell you this specific scenario. This is not that. This is just numbers. It's numbers on a screen and nothing else. That's literally all it is.
It doesn't tell you what happens to your money. It's like, oh, we rolled the dice for you, and this is what happened.
Let me share
and
my
that's
screen.
it.
That's some bullshit.
Yeah, sure, I wanna see this.
Can you guys see this right here?
Back.
Sounds
I can
interesting.
see it. I'll be right
So
back.
look,
Yeah, I can see it.
this is the business
my
policy
God.
game.
I'm gonna shoot myself.
What is
Literally.
this?
Exactly. That's all it is. It's numbers on a screen. Nothing useful at all.
Yeah, this
Literally
doesn't
nothing
tell you anything for management.
And then okay,
Like
they
this
give
tells
you they give you the graphs and they say, okay, you can see what your sales were at the end of like the year because they have to run the simulation, you know, because they say, okay, wait, why did it pause? Okay, don't pause again. So you see like the graph and it's like running the simulation, and then okay, well, you guys can still see the stream,
Is
right?
that
Just
for?
confirming?
Yeah.
Okay, making sure. And
Is that for profit? Like, what is this?
so this
Or is it just growth of the company? Like,
so
I don't
this
get
is
it.
telling you the summary of the current quarter's decisions. So basically, boom. This is you put in right here. I'm gonna increase commission percentage, salary. The base of the game is you're a shoe company, or you're not even a shoe company. They say you're not supposed to say what the item is, but you're a sales company and you sell stuff in these
sell
three
things, yeah.
areas. 1, 2, 3 areas and Pandao.
That's
Some
terrible.
bullshit made up area. And then right here in this decisions, you enter in what you want to do. Do you want a competitive Salesforce study, which will tell you who knows what? Because I didn't do anything for the game. All the graphs right here, they tell you your market
Right.
share, everything like that. Forecasting templates, all this kind of stuff. Corporate charters, which we never even
Okay.
used. The
Okay.
reports, it'll tell you like the income statements. And dude, we had to make like a
This-
50-page report at the end of this, including all the financial statements and everything. And
It's so vague. Oh my
exactly,
God.
dude. My part was explaining the graphs, and I explained the graphs so vaguely, but it didn't matter because there wasn't anything to base it off of. You get me? I just put, well, as you
Right.
can see right here, like, let me see. Okay. So it said, as you can see right here in sales went up in quarter 1. Then they went a little bit up in quarter 2. Then they went down in quarter 3. This could be due to the seasonal fluctuation. And then they went back up in
Okay.
quarter 4. And in quarter 4, we all know people are buying because of the holidays. And that was the entire report. That was literally my
That's-
entire part of the report.
that's
Just saying
it.
bullshit up and
That's
down, up and
fucking
down, up and down.
bullshit.
And
Yeah.
this
Damn.
this game doesn't teach you anything because I'm telling you, you can see right here. It's literally
Is it?
it's just numbers.
Is it a
It's just
basic
spreadsheet.
class or is it
This
like a
is
more
like-
in-depth class?
It's an advanced management class. It's like the
Uh-huh.
upperclassman class.
Wow.
You take it in like one of the final semesters of your degree, right? But
yeah, it's so weird. It's weird.
it literally doesn't teach you anything concrete or any. Okay, like ooh, I learned how to make a sales forecast, and it's like,
right
well,
now.
we learned that in other classes as well, and this does not teach you anything at all. Okay. So does this mean that with this class you can now run a company? No, of course not, because this doesn't give you any actual experience, nothing at all. You're not communicating with any departments. You're not talking to anyone. You're just, I'm going to
Right.
put in numbers into this thing and boom, that's it. Easy, right?
Well,
Just
maybe
for
it's
like $100.
Huh?
this class isn't for that then. I guess.
Yeah, this is trash.
This is
it's-
accounting. You know what I mean? This
No,
isn't like
even-
human resources.
Even in
If you guys
accounting, we learn
notice,
stuff.
some colleges do that. They just put fuller classes. Oh, let's just make this a subject, so then we have to make students take it.
Charge.
Yeah.
It's just more money for the university.
Mhm.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you know, it's kind of like, okay, there's this podcast that I used to listen to because they haven't updated in like a year and a half. How do you call it? They called it, like, in one of their first episodes, they called it the Necessary Lies of Civilization. It's like we need the lie that like college actually teaches you stuff, or like higher education and stuff like that. They actually
Right.
do something to improve your skill set. Simply because like we need a way to filter people out, like people who aren't like necessarily
Dedicated. Yeah.
like
This class
companies need a way to
definitely filtered
filter
out
out people. Yeah,
Mhm.
companies need a way to filter people out of the system that aren't gonna stick around long enough.
Mhm.
Like, and if you once you get that diploma, because like if college was actually teaching you stuff, like how they said, you'd see that even some college is gonna boost your income considerably compared to like just getting a high school diploma. But what you see is the boost in income only happens after the diploma. So that could imply that literally it's just a filter, like a way for companies to filter people out who aren't gonna like manage to be able to stick around and complete a certain time frame of like work.
Because
Like-
you can definitely learn stuff though in college. Because of course there's like with case studies or with actual practices, you can like find out. Okay, like for example, with accounting, they make you do accounting problems, and then you learn, okay, debits are this, credits are this, and you learn how to like fill out a whole spreadsheet and everything, right? But that's because they're teaching you. They're going, okay, this does this, this does this. For this class, they just said, here's the manual. Now, go get good results, and it's like, okay. They literally went over the business policy game. This for like the first 2 weeks, and that was it. And after that, they were like, well, I hope you guys are doing good in the business policy game. There's a 233-page player's manual. But other than that, if you have any questions, they're like, oh, yeah, you have to direct it on the business policy game. It'll all be available in the manual. Just read it. And it's like, so you're telling me that this game that most of the grade is based on, you're not going to help me in it and just tell me to fuck off and look at this manual after I paid for a license. Is that what you're telling me, Professor?
Yeah, but that's what I mean. Like, the fact that that sort of situation is possible kind of shows that it doesn't really matter whether you learn anything in college or not. You can learn something, but like that's not the main purpose of college. It's not to make you learn. It's just like a more rigorous version of high school, where it's just like, let's filter all these people out and see who's able to stick with it and do moderate job completing all these tasks.
Right.
And then we'll hire the people who actually make it to the end, because that means that they can, essentially, like they're guaranteed to be able. They're people who can withstand all this, like not abuse,
scrutiny,
but like they can withstand all this work in like a really short amount of time, and we'll just actually teach them once we hire them.
So it says, the educational objective of the game, it's an instructional supplement for courses dealing with strategic management and business policy, both domestically and internationally. Formulation of mission, objectives, and strategy are emphasized. We use none of those, by the way, with opportunity to implement strategies and policies that will lead to the realization of objectives. A premium is placed on successful integration of functional area concepts. The model is challenging to upper division undergraduate and graduate business students. A computer-based simulation of a manufacturing firm with domestic and international subsidies. So basically, includes marketing, production, and finance decisions. The model is interactive, so that marketing decisions, for example, may influence the sales of competitors as well as the sales of the firm making the decision. This is kind of bullshit, though, because you only get your results after they run the simulation. So there's no, like, you know how in the real life, it's real life. So you have instant stuff. You have instant stuff. So you have, okay, you make a new marketing campaign, boom, you can basically immediately see, hey, over this 1 month period, we now saw an increase in sales because of the marketing campaign we started at the beginning of the month. Here, you only have quarters. So you can only see every 3 months. So you're basically reporting to the stock market because, the reports to the stock market are every 3 months at the end of every quarter. So it's like, you can't, it's not very accurate to say it's not very accurate to say it's an interactive model, because outside of waiting for the decisions, you can't go, oh, now I got to correct my course for next month. No, it's really like, I got fucked last quarter, so now I have to work really, really hard to come back the next quarter. And I don't even know what I did wrong, honestly, because it said to put money in advertising. I put money in advertising. Sometimes you can do everything right and you'll still get fucked. That's the thing, because you don't know what is affecting it. There's no outside thing that's telling you, well, your marketing's a little challenging. It's nothing. It's just numbers. It's just going, you put this much in marketing, but now your sales have dropped. And it's like, what? Why? It doesn't tell you. It's not interactive. It's just numbers. It's bullshit.
It's trash.
It's making me hate it so much, even though I already finished and got like, I don't know, I got like a C in the course. And it's funny because we got a C on the course because literally everyone in our class, we all got like 50s, 60s on the course on the business policy game grading thing. But because I had gotten A's on every other assignment, like the case studies, which were actually useful, that I actually studied and prepared for, I was able to like just scrape out. I think I got a B actually. I think it was like a B minus, something like that. Point is, you can still pass the class by just doing all the other work, even if you get like lost on the business policy game. But I'm 900% sure Hector's going to come back in 3 weeks and call me retarded for not understanding the game.
Fucking retarded, Andres.
Yep.
Yeah, I got an A on the case studies.
Because they're easy. Because it's case studies. It's easy.
No, remember the class you told me with Berkeley? You're like, oh, I got a B. I was like, I got an A.
You got an A on that
Fucking
one?
retard. Yeah.
To be fair, he stopped teaching at the end of the semester because I told you I was doing perfectly fine when he was actually teaching, but at the end he was just like, read the case studies and that's it. And I mean, I know he told you guys that, oh, I didn't know, but it's like, well, he didn't. Why didn't he fucking tell us? Why did he just tell us to fuck off and
Why
get
didn't
bad
he
grades?
say some shit, dude?
Exactly.
Okay, so I had a fucking, I don't know how old he was, but he looked like a 46-year-old teacher, for fucking for, I think it was econ. I don't know what, but I ended up with an A in the class. But it's weird because like, I literally did zero work. I only took 2 tests and I got an A in the class, but it's because he didn't teach for shit. So I had to kind of like vicariously learn from like other sources. And even then I ended up it was just those 2 tests that counted. So like the grade was really muddled. I honestly don't even know what ended up contributing to my grade, but it was because like he didn't respond to emails. The emails he did respond to were like, oh, we're trying to get set up. And it was like, yeah, I get it. He's old. It's the start of Corona. He has to transition to Zoom. He's not handling it very well. He also got sick. He got like pneumonia during that whole thing. So it's like, but it's like, yeah, come on, dude. A little bit more communication would be appreciated.
Because even if he's like 900 years old, that means he was around when they invented email. So he should at least know that, right? Let's see. When was email invented?
Sort of it if he was like
1971. So if he was alive in 1971, I think he had enough time. I think 49 years is enough time to learn email, right?
Yeah, I think that's enough time.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's
Like,
I mean, it sucks when they're like not responding.
Yeah, like the person above him, the dean, I guess, of the college, had to step in and take over the class, and even that was just to like proctor the exam. So we literally learned nothing, and now I'm getting emails from the school telling me, "Oh, you did super well in this class that you didn't actually take."
That's funny.
Like you got like an A+ or whatever. It's like one of the best classes you've taken. Why don't you become a mentor for other students? And I'm like,
that's hilarious. You should just go in and be like, so
college
ladies,
is scam.
today we're gonna learn. Just get a 90-year-old professor, and he'll fuck off the whole semester, and then you'll somehow default to an A. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
yeah. I told my girlfriend about it, and she was like, "Oh, you should sign up." And I'm like, "All right, I guess," because like I'm always telling her to sign up for like jobs and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, okay, I guess I'll sign up for this, and I did, and I haven't heard back from them. So I guess they must have understood.
Damn, they knew.
They knew. They're like,
It's a scam. It was all a scam.
Meanwhile, Walter's like,
he's
I'm just trying
scamming
to
us.
sell-
Scam.
Meanwhile, Walter, what?
I'm just trying to sell juice.
Honestly, I was gonna ask
Aguas
Walter
frescas, aguas
how
frescas.
his juice scam is going, but he's AFK.
It's
All right.
Everything he does is a scam.
Honestly, Walter,
Dude.
how's the juice scam? How's the internet scam?
Oh,
How's the Robinhood
oh.
scam? Wow.
Oh, that reminds me. Okay, so I got into like a small argument with my dad. Because, dude, my dad can recognize when something is a scam, but he doesn't recognize when he's in a scam. Because like
Wow.
you already know, since like Boy Scouts, he's in Amway, right?
Yeah.
Oh, actually, fuck. No one watches this. It's because Amway is extremely litigious.
They're not
Like,
what are they?
yeah,
They're
they're
gonna
not-
sue us because we say that a pyramid scheme. Amway is a fucking pyramid scheme because they charge.
they've sued for that.
Yeah,
They sued for that. They've sued big for that.
I'd like to see them try and find this podcast. No one sees this podcast, so it's not really good.
No one. Yeah, exactly.
But yeah,
So yeah, like so Amway's a scam. We know this. We know
yeah,
this.
100%.
We know.
Multi-level marketing, multi-levels in a pyramid. It's a multi-level pyramid.
And like you know its payout structure, right? It's basically the same thing as fucking any other scam. And he can recognize that in other MLMs, their payout structures are scams. And he's like, no. Amway is so different. It has the possibility for infinite growth. It's not a scam. It's not the same. And I'm just like, yo,
It is a scam.
it's a scam. The
Everyone
payout
knows.
structure is the same thing.
Yeah.
It's
like if you advance to the next level of the pyramid, the next level of the marketing, because it's multi-level marketing. Remember that. It's like, yeah.
Oh, And then he hit me with that, everything's a pyramid scheme. You know, you gotta go up to the next level in a normal business. It's
You
still
don't
shaped like a
pay.
pyramid.
You don't pay to move to the next level. That's the thing. If I have to pay to work for you, that's not a job. That is a pyramid scheme.
Right.
100%.
Right.
And anyone
No,
who says, well, it's merchandising. No, it's not merchandising because you don't own the business. You know, you're just licensing it. 'Cause people are dumb.
If at any moment your entire product can be like erased from your inventory, or just, you know, they
Taken.
overload you with product, you
Yeah.
have to meet a certain quota. That's no longer a business that you're paying to work for someone.
Exactly.
And, you know, that's not the same thing. Not only that, but like it depends where the money's coming from. Is it coming from the merchandising, or is it coming from the people involved in the business? You know.
Exactly. And I mean, you don't have to keep paying a monthly subscription. And then on top of that, the products themselves, you know? Because
Yeah.
people are going to be like, well, yeah, you have to pay for like rent and then storage space and stuff. So Amway's helping you with that. But it's like, no, at the end of
No,
the day,
it's not.
you're not the one making the product. So
Yeah. Well, it's like, okay, I forgot, like, I think it's called the Antibot on YouTube. She made this like video where it's like gold miners in, like, you know, when during California's gold rush proved that like the MLM scheme doesn't work, like before it was even thought of, because it was like the gold miners made almost nothing, but the people selling them the tools to gold mine made a fortune. They like took it to the bank, just immense money that came out of like supplying the tools. So being the supplier for like the people involved in the MLM, so being Amway rather than being one of the IBOs is always going to be more profitable.
of course, because you're promising
it's
everyone gold, but then you're saying it's just out of reach. Just buy another shovel. You got it.
Yeah, you got it. Yeah. It's just
Yeah. Because you have to pay fees to be a part of the business and you earn a percentage of the fees paid by your recruits, Amway is a pyramid scheme by the most traditional definitions. Oh my God, that's hilarious. Is Amway a pyramid scheme? Amway Global. Amway is not a pyramid scheme. This is what Amway is saying, right? They're like, entry costs are typically high and feel more like an investment. Oh, wait. Okay, wait. It's literally directly from their website. I'm trying to-
more like an investment. What
yeah,
the
yeah,
fuck?
No, look, and so they say themselves, they themselves say a pyramid scheme entry costs are typically high and feel more like an investment. In Amway, in some countries, it is free to join and costs less than $100 everywhere Amway operates, backed by 100% refund on all startup costs. Asterisk, exclusions apply.
Exclusions apply.
So-
dude, with that exclusions apply, that already opens
Already.
up for like
Yeah.
all of it to that just be wrong. Just-
Compensation for recruiting. Participants are compensated primarily for recruiting other participants in a pyramid scheme. With Amway never pays for the act of recruiting. Bonuses are paid on individual and group sales of product. Bonus. What is a bonus?
Gross.
I think a bonus sounds like you're getting paid for something, huh?
yeah.
Okay. Consumer demand. Products are an afterthought, hold little to no consumer value, and lack any legitimate R&D investment. And the other one, Amway says, Amway sells more than 450 high-quality health, beauty, and home products and has invested more than $335 million in new manufacturing and R&D facilities in the last 5 years. And it's like, well, yeah, how else is Amway going to be able to make product to get suckers to... If you're the manufacturer, like you said earlier, if you're the manufacturer, you're Amway, of course you're going to be able to make the money. It's the salespeople that aren't able to make the money, right? And it's like purchasing requirements. Participants are required to buy more products than they can reasonably sell or use. Amway has no purchasing requirements. Well, we'll see. Return policies. So it says
that pisses me off
participants
so much.
are not allowed to return unused inventories. Amway offers a 100% satisfaction guarantee. Asterisk, exclusions apply. Please visit your local Amway website for more information about Amway's guarantee in your area on products and business startup costs. So asterisk on that too. Contractual agreements. There is not a written contract providing key terms and definite cancellation period, no formal rights in a pyramid scheme. Amway has an extensive agreement with its distributors outlining specific rights and protections, as well as a dispute resolution process. And I'm pretty sure the resolution process is like, you can't litigate against Amway and stuff like that. So My God, direct selling. Absolute MLM. Absolute disgusting. That's hilarious.
Dude, that pisses me off so much. Like, and this is one of their tactics. They make all their terms of service and stuff like that like even more complicated than normal businesses. Like they make it like out of this world complicated so that like no one can really understand how anything works. Like even if you've been immersed in it, like there's so many asterisks and different levels. It's like, oh, you move zip codes, now this changes. Like it gets.
Yeah, they're dumb, but it's funny.
Yeah.
It says, let me see, pyramid scheme accusations. Sorry. So let's see. That's funny. They had accusations in 2010. Amway announced it agreed to pay $56 million to settle a class action that had been filed in the FDC in California. It was brought against them with alleged fraud, racketeering, and the defendants operated an illegal pyramid scheme. So they basically settled the lawsuit rather than say, we're going to have them legally prove that we've been racketeering and stuff.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's cheaper for them to, that's the thing, it's cheaper for them to settle than to lose all the money because everyone's going to be saying, well, actually, we've seen this lawsuit. They did prove it. So like, wait, before you prove it, let me just pay off the people accusing us.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Don't forget that MLM has basically bought out the government even before Trump. Like multiple MLMs have paid everyone since like Reagan to be keynote speakers at their events.
I literally just got to that part right here where it says, Betsy DeVos, her family supported an amendment to the U.S. House of Representatives Financial Services and General Government Appropriations Bill for the fiscal year of 2018 by the U.S. Representative John Molinar. And let's see, he's a Republican, not surprised. So it would have limited the ability of the FTC to investigate whether MLMs are pyramid schemes. So they're basically trying to be like, hey, you know how you're investigating how Amway might be a pyramid scheme? Nah, don't do that. Here's some money. Jesus.
Yeah. Just keep it under the rug. Just don't even question it. Just don't question it.
Happens every day, man.
The so-called Anti-Pyramid Scheme Promotion Act of 2016 would blur the lines between legitimate MLM activity and pyramid schemes established under the original 1979 Federal Trade Commission case by deeming sales made to people inside the company as sales to an ultimate user. So they were basically trying to erase the key distinctions made between MLMs and pyramid schemes.
That makes me so mad. But like, dude, okay, like I love reading about scams. Like I'm so invested into this world just because like it's so fascinating. But at the same time, I'm just like, I wish they didn't exist. Because
you want to learn when to pull out.
Companies do that differently. Companies use desperation for people wanting to make money and manipulate them. That's what they do.
Yeah, it's what's it called? Late stage capitalism.
Yeah,
it's just
capitalism is only proven to benefit the rich, and that's it.
100%. That's why you gotta have socialist.
I got you guys with a business idea.
We keep coming back to this.
Walter's minute, right? Go.
Okay. All right, and this is where you guys would be, all right? And then you guys will hire 2 guys each, right? And then we build a little house around us to keep us safe.
That's
to keep it safe from legal repercussions. We just
in the office, and he's like, I have to make some calls. He's all ashamed of it. Yeah, and it's funny. You know what the average profit of the distributors of Amway are? They reported an average profit of $918. Oh, sorry. It was a net loss of $918. Yeah, it wasn't even profit.
That's the average, dude.
The average was negative
not the
918.
Median, not the median. Oh, dude, that's what, dude. If you can't even get your averages to look like you're benefiting your clients, it's like, dude.
Lobbying for deregulation. Definitely not a pyramid scheme if you're lobbying for deregulation, right?
Yeah, definitely not.
That screams innocence right there.
Bruh.
Jesus.
Dude, it's big a big how do you call it? Natural or alternative medicine. It's big natural alternative medicine and big MLM. That's the two we got to worry about.
Between 99 and 99.9% of participants in MLMs that use Amway type pay plans lose money. The FTC Commission requires Amway to label its products with the message that 54% of Amway recruits make nothing and the rest earn an average $65 a month.
They don't do that.
Of course not. Of course
No,
not.
they don't do that. They're literally breaking the law on that. They don't do that. Like I have Amway. This is an Amway product, and in the box, nowhere was it ever labeled with anything like that.
Hey, you better stop trying to sell me something. You stop trying to.
Come on, Walter. It's just some toothpaste. You can sell it quickly to your friends and family.
You can
No.
only
Just buy
it
like
on
400 of them.
Talking about
Jesus.
organizations, is it true? Boy Scouts been announced to be bankrupt, right?
Yeah, that was a while ago.
Yeah. I don't know when.
They announced the bankruptcy July 9th, 2020.
Oh,
That's like
we were the last wave of Eagle Scouts.
Legit. I mean, they're still.
yeah. They
Yeah,
like if you have a settlement, I heard it on the radio.
Oh.
If you have a settlement,
Let's go get this money, y'all.
You can get a settlement if you had any accusations against a leader or anything like that. So
Yeah.
if y'all got touched, go ahead and you get up to $1 million, something like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Edward.
If $1 million is worth your pristine 8-year-old butthole, then I guess that's what they've priced it at.
Boom.
Fuck.
I'll take
Yeah,
it.
like it's. I feel like some rulings, like they're necessary. Like if you lose your life as a byproduct of something a company did, like it has a price on it, and that's necessary to pay out your family and stuff. But I also feel that's kind of like dystopic. It's like, oh, human life is worth $4 million, and that's it.
Right. But what else are they gonna do, man? Like,
Yeah,
you know.
I get it, but it still feels a little like it leaves like a bad
It's
taste in the
scumbag
mouth.
shit, but like, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, okay, my dad was telling me that like he works on work sites, right? Like he's like the floor manager of like, you know,
Foreman.
of a low voltage guy, yeah, like electricity or whatever. And whenever they build a building, there's always like one death in like every building. There's always like a one death like average.
Or
So,
guarantee or something like that.
Yeah, like a guaranteed, like every building you've ever seen, like one person has like died.
100% died.
Like while building, yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, just right now he's working at LAX, and this dude was like 10 minutes away from like calling off work, and some beam like I think he was working on fell, and he got him. It's
Jesus.
crazy.
I
Yeah,
was
so
2 days from retirement.
yeah, so there's like a bunch of clauses like of that, like, oh, they cover your funeral, the medical, they cover your you know, and they pay you off, like your family or whatever. That's pretty crazy.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
honestly though, that's just because of like lawsuits and stuff like that. That's why they have to
Yeah.
have it there. Because imagine,
Yeah.
let's say someone dies and they're like, oh well, too bad. Like he knew to sign the waiver on the job. Like no one would ever want to work like that. But if they're like,
Yeah,
Yeah,
especially
my family-
those kind of jobs.
yeah, super dangerous.
Yeah.
Like my family's gonna be taken care of with like the settlement check or whatever. They're like, okay, I'm gonna go in another day, another $1. Which is, I mean, obviously, it's
How
really
much
sad.
time do we have left?
Oh,
How much time do we have left?
we
fuck,
got
it's
10
3:30.
minutes.
10 minutes?
Yeah.
Okay.
I need to log into the class. I'll log in, but it'll just be like
Sitting in the back.
Yeah, I'm already.
yeah.
You already in class, actually? Oh my god.
That's funny,
This guy's boring. Jesus, building up a forecast. I don't even know how to do that.
dude. No. That's what you think. That's what you think. And then the game is gonna come over and it's gonna fuck you. Okay. And then you're gonna get a settlement 10 years later when they declare bankruptcy.
The school?
Yeah. Maybe. No, I don't think the school could ever.
My last
Nah,
semester,
it's
and
a-
I
it's a
failed
public
one
school.
class.
Dude, imagine.
Imagine.
Oh my god.
That's another $1,000 more.
All right, I'm already in class. I just got to record them.
All right. Well, you guys
It's
want to
fine,
end
we
the
can keep
pyramid scheme
going.
until Friday? Oh, okay. All right.
Wait,
Yeah.
could you yourself record the class and you don't need his permission?
No, yeah, if you do it through Zoom, you have to, but I use OBS.
That's hilarious. Hell yeah. Big brain. Big fucking brain. He's like, you're not allowed to record the class or anything because it's all proprietary information. And it's like,
Yeah.
how about you shut the fuck up and listen to this? This is recording you right now. Ha, bitch.
Exactly.
And you have the mic muted so they don't even know what's happening.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Good
Fuck
times. Well, in conclusion, don't join pyramid schemes because they will fuck you. And
Go to school and be educated. Goddamn.
exactly. And remember, one of the best gaming monitors you can get is cost $1,000.
Yeah.
Damn, that's crazy.
There's
All right, there we go. I had a mute Zoom.
$1,000 PC setup, and then only use it for homework.
Legit, man. No, Hector. Once they release the 3070, or well, no, once they release the 3090, I'll see if I can find you a price list, and then we'll see how much it actually costs to get like a computer on par with the 3090.
Yeah. Like how do you call it? That's basically gonna be me, but like for fucking
For oh, he's yawning.
Yawn.
oh fuck for the video editing, like how I was with this.
Mhm.
Because like I like this super like good as fuck graphics card, and I just use it for video editing. I don't even play games on my computer recently, except for like Command and Conquer.
Video editing is pretty heavy on the RAM and the processor, isn't it?
Yeah, it's super heavy.
On an hour-long video? Hell yeah.
Yeah, like even now, like with this computer that I have that I bought for this purpose, like it still lags sometimes when I'm importing stuff. Like when I'm importing stuff, like pictures and stuff, or like I'm doing Adobe After Effects, it'll like, okay, wait 5 minutes for this to replace this, and I'm just like, oh, okay. It's better than it crashing.
Honestly, it's like, okay, trying to render it with 8 gigs of RAM. You're like, come on, baby, come on. And then the whole thing explodes and you're like, damn, I was so close.
Yeah. I only needed 1 second more.
Honestly. 1 more second.
Yeah, that's why when I'm video editing, I'm usually like on my Switch just
waiting for it to render. You're like, I don't even want to fucking touch the computer. Let me just keep playing, okay?
Yeah, no, like I don't trust it. Like I don't even want to play videos like on the side. Like I try to use my phone because it's just
the whole thing is running a furnace.
That's the benefits of having multiple devices. One's loading, you play the other. That's what I was trying to tell Louis and Alan, but I was like, PC Master Race, while his fucking game crashes every now and then.
Dude, the PS4 crashes the internet all the fucking time when he plays Warzone. Sometimes he'll just end a match and then the game will just crash and he crashes all of the internet. And I'm sitting there like...
On the PS4?
On the PS4.
It's Warzone, though. It's Warzone. It's not the PS4. It's the Warzone, because that game is literally 500 gigabytes.
I mean...
My Warzone doesn't crash on my Xbox.
Exactly. But then
Does
again,
it have an old PS4? Like it's
no, that's the thing. I don't know, but apparently it's a common issue for Warzone in PS4 specifically. That's why.
Oh, okay. Haha, PS4 sucks dick.
Honestly, PC Master Race.
Walter get a PS4. There's nothing.
You get a PS5 maybe
on Xbox. Nothing.
PS5 maybe.
Dude, if the PS5 is like $700, you might as well just build a computer. Honestly.
Yeah, I want to play God of War in 5 years after the simulator comes out.
What do you guys think about me getting a handlebar mustache?
Do it. No balls.
do it. No fucking balls.
Like, I don't know if it'll get that long. Let me see. It's already halfway there, dude.
See, now you have to do it. Now you got to shave everything else except for that. Exactly. See, I can see it. I can see it.
There you go.
See it?
All right.
Man,
Sure.
Hey, that's pretty good. Just that's perfect, man. That's perfect.
Let's see.
All
All right, how much time we got left, my dudes?
5 minutes.
5 minutes. Yeah, we got this.
Yeah.
How do you call it? Oh, okay. So for this the last 5 minutes, let me complain about one of my classes, and I don't know if I should, because I'm still in the. I like just got into the class, and
it's not like you're gonna go, guys. Remember to watch my podcast on this class. Thanks, bye. So
I'm a snitch, dude.
How do you call it? Okay, okay. The teacher. Okay, let me start off by saying she's super nice. She's super good. I think it's gonna be a good class.
A whore.
But
continue.
But the very first class, like we had to do like these polls, right? And it was basically a poll on like, is this appropriate? Because it's like a management class, right? And it's like, oh, is this appropriate as like a human resources type of thing? And I put it in our docs, and and she was asking these questions, right? But then like she moves the goalposts after asking the question, after everyone has answers of the question, so it makes everyone look stupid as fuck.
What?
Because she's like, oh no, in management and human resources isn't common sense, and everyone was like, is it though? I think some of it can be, and she's like, no, and let's go, let's see if it is, and so she how do you call it? And so she asked these questions to see if it is, and like one of the questions she asked, you give one of your employees every Saturday off and require all your other employees to work every Saturday. Is that appropriate, inappropriate, or is it? I would rotate Saturdays so everyone gets one Saturday off per month, and then lets everyone answer. But then, like post everyone answering, she changed the question to no, because it's usually a religious thing, but they can't be there Saturdays, and it's like, well, that changes the framing of the question.
What the fuck?
That's no longer just a random employee asking for every Saturday off. That's, they have a religious necessity, which is, it's a whole
vital
different
information that's missing from the question.
Yeah.
Human resources isn't what everybody thinks it is. Human resources only work on the manager side. So basically the rules of the company that
they're there to protect the company 100%.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's why if you're scheduling, so that the issue is scheduling and fair scheduling. So that would be that's the reason why we have unions, to tell them, hey, that's fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But then the union also, like for my company, the one with the highest seniority, the first hired, gets whatever schedule they want automatically, right? But then that's kind of unfair to the business, because I'm like, hey, but I really need you to work on these specific days.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like a conflict of both sides. I'm like that's why, okay, but the company says the highest seniority gets the, that's why they have the rules. So then when everybody talks, everybody has a complaint, they refer to that, But regarding what we're talking about, yeah, it's just stupid that she just changed the question, because then it defeats the purpose of trying to answer it.
Yeah. It's like, yes, it is common sense if you give us all the information.
Yeah.
It's like,
right.
God,
Walter, go get a good job.
Oh, there's another one.
juice.
You change your employee schedule and now require them to work every Saturday. Appropriate, inappropriate, or it would depend on the needs of the business.
It'll depend on the need of the business.
On the needs of the business, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. But here's the thing: she changed the question to you had him contracted, like you hired him on the condition that he would work on Saturdays, that he wouldn't work on Saturdays.
Tell us that, you dumb
damn.
cunt.
Yeah. Then tell us
right?
that. Yeah.
Right. It's
What
like,
the fuck?
and she was like, it depends on the needs of the business. But if you hired him on Saturday, you can't really change that unless something changes. And it's like,
And that's the issue. That's what I was referring back to, the issue of company versus union. Because like, what is fair? And at the end, it depends on the person too. Like, hey, I agree to this, but can I make an exception? And then at the end, it has to be a compromise, or else they'll have to go on what the contract says.
Mm-hmm.
Because if they want, like, hey, we want to change you to Saturdays because we need you on Saturdays, then the company is changing what they said on the contract, and that's on their part.
Mm-hmm.
That's their problem. Like, well, I don't want to work on Saturday, and I don't have to.
Yeah.
Well, it really yeah. It's like that's negotiation. That's business, dude.
yeah,
At the end, mostly, like, if you want to complain to your union. Don't complain to human resources, because the human resources are only going to protect the manager.
yeah,
Because the first question they're going to ask you when you have the complaint is, have you talked to this with your manager or with your supervisor? And if you said no, then you already got fucked. You're like, well, you're supposed to, you know. Unless it's like a harassment problem, then you don't. Like, I really feel uncomfortable working with this fool.
Yeah,
oh, dude, GameStop
I
is
feel really
like
uncomfortable
like
working
that.
for my manager because he's a fucking moron. He doesn't know how to run this place, and I've been here less than him.
You can't. Yeah.
Imagine.
You can't complain about that, though.
Oh, of course
Yeah,
not, dude. Imagine.
yeah, no.
Imagine.
Like-
I think my manager's incompetent. And then the next day,
So you'll
we
be
called you
busting
into
a
a meeting.
Louis. You'll be busting a Louis where you think everyone's an idiot but you, and that's not. You can't prove that.
Big brain. Maybe you can.
Yeah.
Maybe
Big
you
brain
can.
energy.
All right, Walter's combing his hair, and that's broke till Friday.
Louis.
All right. We'll see. We'll meet up next week.
Walter, so by next week, you're gonna have that mustache, okay? Next
Better
week,
have
you
it.
can make
Oil it and everything, okay?
Cannot back
I
out.
don't even know how to
Hold
do
on.
it.
I can make a
Proceed.
pseudo one right now. I can make a pseudo one.
I have to get like mustache oil. Like, I
Yeah.
don't know.
All right.
Well, go get it.
You're gonna look like you have a sardine on your.
Wipe the side of your stove that you haven't cleaned in years. Get that grease.
Oh, dude, he's gonna come out with like these giant red pimples all over his face.
He's gonna be lighting a cigarette.
This is
All
terrible.
right. That's
All right.
okay.
This episode is brought to you by Stizzy.
No, it's not.
Very
No, it's
nice.
not. Goodbye.
No, it's
Goodbye.
not.
Goodbye.
We're broke till Friday. Goodbye, my friends. We'll see you next week. Now I'ma go and beat my meat. And we're broke till Friday. Bye, my friends. We'll see you next week. And now I'ma go and beat my meat. And we're broke till Friday.